Of all the videos in this series, I guarantee this one will be the most polarizing. I can all but guarantee you're going to see comments of people saying, fuck yeah, or fuck you over the changes. The fact that sniping and quickscoping is so polarizing, the fact that some people love it and some hate it, shows something is not right with the game. Something is seriously off when people have such strong feelings towards one part of the game, because the reality is, there's no middle ground. The few people that have the meh feeling towards sniping are far and few in between, which is why this game needs to be tweaked a bit. The gameplay you're watching in the background actually comes from a few different people. iStealth provided the gameplay in his triple headshot clip that he's really proud of. Sugar provided a little mini montage, and I also threw in some sniping footage that I recorded from an open lobby I had with my subscribers last year on Modern Warfare 3. That way people can see all different styles of sniping from different players and shit like that. Now originally when I did this video, it came out to around 25 minutes or so, and I know people's attention spans are not that long. So I decided to break this out into two videos. The hard part was deciding what did I want to do first. Do I want to talk about the changes that will receive the most arguments, or do I want to talk about the changes that everyone's going to agree with? In the end, I decided, fuck it. Might as well just piss people off now and make them happy in the next video. And let's face it, the people that are going to complain the most have yet to hit puberty and write sentences in text with absolutely no grammar or punctuation. So you know, if a group of candy asses like that are pissed, then whatever's being done is being done correctly. Working as intended, motherfucker. Nah. There are obviously some adults who like quickscoping and shit. They probably get naked and smother themselves in peanut butter in their spare time. But hey, that's another story. In any event, let's lay out a little bit of groundwork first. Now, obviously, this is a video game. This is not real life. No video game, whether it's Call of Duty, Battlefield, SOCOM, Rainbow Six, will mimic real life. Because if it did, the first time you die in a video game, you'll never be able to play it again since there are no real life respawns. Talk about realism, man. Ain't that some shit? But anyway, no matter how lifelike you make the characters, the guns, maps, graphics, sound, it's still a video game that needs to be made fun and entertaining. That being said, of all the guns we have, sniper rifles have the least resemblance to their real-life counterparts. You know, assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, pistols. They all follow some level of real-world parameters that personal and militaries use. Sniper rifles have about as much in common with their real-life counterpart as your girlfriend has with a porn star. Call of Duty sniper rifles and porn star tits are 100% unreal and unnatural. You cannot jump off a building, spin around like a dog chasing his tail, and nail someone in real life. And yes, I know the chances are against you from landing the shot, but the fact that you can land a 360 already in this game trumps what you could do with a real life sniper rifle. You cannot randomly fire across the map and nail someone with ease. You cannot just lift the weapon up, have it come into focus in a matter of split seconds where you can get a shot off by using crosshairs. You do not run into a room thinking you're carrying a shotgun. These are elements of a video game, particularly Call of Duty. Now obviously, sniping in real life does not translate well into the fast-paced environment of Call of Duty. We do not have spotters helping us. We do not have grasslands and swamp maps protecting what would be a perfect hiding location for traditional snipers. We don't have the time or patience to sit and wait for enemies to funnel through kill zones like this is a real-life military theater, although corner campers sure as hell have that patience. Now this is understandable. So striking a balance between video games and reality is the challenge. And of course, I have ideas on how to do it. Now before I get into sniping mechanics, I do want to significantly reduce the bitching that is bound to occur. In a future video, I'm going to discuss my ideas on game options, which include competitive, casual, and arcade. In the arcade mode, quickscoping will remain. I would not eliminate quickscoping altogether, although I'm going to discuss major changes in this video. But I would keep quickscoping in a separate gaming option called arcade, which I will discuss in a future video in full detail. But for this video, changes being made will be for the normal everyday matchmaking we know and have now. As far as the changes to sniping, most of these are slap your fucking forehead common sense changes that should have been rolled out a long fucking time ago, man. The very first change is more noticeable weight increases, incremental to the actual guns. And this is actually going to go for all guns, not just sniper rifles and shit like that. You know, you ever picked up a 50 cal? It's 30 fucking pounds without ammo. The RPD LMG is half that weight, only 16 pounds without ammo. So you think running around with that shit like it's an SMG is an option? Oh, hell fucking no, man. You know, there are also a number of light sniper rifles out there too. They can weigh as little as 7 or 8 pounds and shit like that. But Call of Duty hasn't accurately depicted performance differences in weight in years. They've made some minor changes over the past few games, but 30-pound guns have differences compared to 10-pound guns. Incremental weight differences should happen on all guns. And the weight should affect a number of things, which include your speed, your fatigue, your aiming speed, your gun sway, all of that shit. A Barrett isn't going to have the reaction time like a 7-pound sniper rifle, so adding noticeable weight differentiation is a needed change, especially to a class of guns that has such a wide range of weight differences. This is going to give the guns a more realistic feel to them, and it's actually going to make a player consider weight as a factor when they select their guns. So no more of this bullshit that a 50 cal has the same aiming speed as an assault rifle or even a heavy ass LMG. No more of this bullshit that an R700 will feel like the exact same weight as a heavy ass sniper rifle. Lighter sniper rifles will have a speed advantage, heavier ones will feel heavy, and the differences will be significantly noticeable in the game. Second change, crosshairs, eliminated for all sniper rifles. And I would actually do this for shotguns as well, but this isn't a shotgun video. But the fact is, sniper rifles benefit from 2 aiming mechanisms, or 3, depending on your point of view. The crosshair, the actual zoom sight attachment, and some will argue that auto aim assist is the 3rd mechanism, but quickscoping benefits more from the crosshair mechanism as well as the auto aim assist in the game, which gives it an unrealistic advantage over other weapons. And since it is a one-hit kill in most cases, along with the shotgun, both weapon types should not benefit from a second aiming mechanism with the crosshairs. Unlike an SMG, a pistol, an assault rifle that requires multiple bullets to kill a target, one-hit kill weapons should not receive the benefit of 2 aiming mechanisms in the game. You gotta make the sniper rifles powerful, but you can't give it that extra built-in advantage over the other guns. And this leads me to my very next point. Auto aim assist needs to be adjusted on the next engine. Now, look, let me tell you something, man. I've attempted to snipe in other games, and no game is as forgiving as Call of Duty with auto aim assist. Holy fucking shit. Try sniping on fucking Resistance Fallen Man. You could put a sniper rifle into someone's ear hole, pull the trigger without aiming, and still not hit that bastard. I don't know how other games manage to do it, whether it's an engine thing or a programming thing, but the auto aim assist is not as forgiving as Call of Duty. Resistance 3, they removed auto aim assist from all hip firing on sniper rifles. Metal Gear Solid 4, all those years ago, removed auto aim assist from hip firing sniper rifle, or any rifle for that matter. I know for a fact in playing other games, you can change auto aim assist from hip firing to aiming down sight. I don't know if Call of Duty can do it on their engine and their platform, but this is not an impossible feature to implement since other games have already done it. It's something desperately needed in the game to counter the incredibly forgiving auto aim assist this game has. I don't mind auto aim assist for when you're actually aiming down sight. The problem has always been when people hip fire, it benefits greatly from auto aim assist. Another thing that guns need, and this goes in general for guns, which I'm going to talk about in a future video on game mechanics, gun sway. Lots and lots of gun sway, especially with a sniper rifle. Here's the reality. When you run to the point of exhaustion and you try aiming your gun, if you were to look through that scope, you would probably shit your pants seeing how much that shit moves. There is no way someone could run 50 meters full speed and then just aim with ease with no gun sway. I want major gun sway. I want even more gun sway after you come out of a sprint due to exhaustion. And with a magnified zoom scope that snipers have, the sway would have an even larger effect because that's how it is in real life. None of this bullshit we have now. If your hands are unsteady and you aim a gun without resting it on something, you're going to notice a bit of gun sway. And the longer distance you're looking at to hit a shot, the more movement you will see in relation to the aiming mechanism. This is basic physics 101. In Call of Duty, that's not happening. It happens in other games. But again, Call of Duty is the most forgiving game when it comes to sniping. I want gun sway, and I want that shit to move more than Beyonce shaking her ass in her next music video. Another physics issue the game has is how quickly your eyes adjust to the zoom scope. Call of Duty makes it seem like you can instantly adjust to a sniper scope. Again, this is just real life not being translated well into a video game. But scoping in with a sniper rifle or any zoom level scope will take a few seconds longer to come into focus than a normal sight or scope, because it takes your eyes a few milliseconds to adjust to the prism differences. In other words, you can't just bring up the gun and automatically see people and scope right the fuck in. It has to take time to slightly focus. Now, I'm not going to add any kind of blur effect or any stupid shit like that, because that would just be too much of a disadvantage. But I do want to slow down the pace of how quickly people can zoom in on a target and actually focus in on them, which leads me to my final attachment. The final addition I would make is the nail in the coffin for quickscoping, and hard scopers are about to jump for joy right now. Do you remember Modern Warfare 2? The 50 cal had a scope that had a lens cap on it. It wasn't functional, but it had like a smiley face on the joint. It was basically purely decoration in this joint. Well, guess what? I'm making it functional. Whenever someone is not actively engaged in sniping, the lens cap will automatically flip onto the scope. When you go to scope in, an animation will have to take place, removing the lens cap before anything is able to come into scope. Yes, motherfuckers, quickscoping has now officially been slowed down. No more of this bullshit of being able to get an accurate shot off before an SMG. No more of this bullshit that running around with a sniper rifle with full auto aim assist and crosshairs will give you the ability to have like a shotgun in your fucking hands. The lens cap on every sniper scope will change how sniping works. Now let me explain the details. I initially described this as actively engaged, and by that I mean a sniper who's looking for targets around the map, whether he's aiming down sight, using a bipod attachment, scanning the horizon for enemies. The lens cap will remain off as long as you're hunting targets. As soon as you run, the lens cap will flip on. When you're moving around the map from position to position, the lens cap will lock into a closed position. When you switch weapons, the lens will close. When you jump off something, whether a ledge, a window, or anything in the game, it's gonna close. If you use equipment, grenade, claymore, C4, it will close. In other words, if you do something that does not actively engage in hunting targets, the lens cap will close on the scope. And although this slows sniping down, I'm not talking a full minute or something. I mean, we're talking literally a few seconds, maybe milliseconds even. The idea is that it will be enough time to make someone think twice about traveling around the map, getting into close quarters fight with enemies with quicker guns with a sniper rifle. Now, for someone who's just transitioning to a new spot, going for distance shots and is in no immediate danger, you're not going to notice the difference. But in quick thinking, close quarters combat against a light and quicker gun, yes, you're going to notice and you're going to feel the difference of the lens cap mechanisms. That's the intent. And I know the immediate complaints about this. Oh, in real life, no sniper's going to put his lens cap down when they're in battle. That's 100% true, and it's undeniable. No sniper is going to close a lens cap when they're out on a mission. But guess what? They also don't do 720s off a building and hit someone without fucking aiming. They don't run around in a ghillie suit taking on enemies with SMGs with no problem knowing they have auto aim assist helping them. They don't have crosshairs to zoom in their shot or switch back and forth to a side weapon, grenade, claymore, reload, YY, and any other fucking button you can press on your goddamn controller before shooting someone. So don't give me this bullshit, piss poor, bitch ass whining excuse about a fucking lens cap. The lens cap may not be ideal for battle, but it's certainly more realistic than anything we've seen in sniping montages over the past 6 fucking years. It's certainly more realistic than running around a battlefield with a sniper rifle only, knowing you stand a chance against fully automatic weapons. And anyone that seriously believes any of that shit is real, you have something seriously fucking wrong with you. Now listen, based on what I've just recommended in this video, I already know what the complaints are gonna be. You know, some are legitimate complaints, such as people saying that it's going to completely slow down sniping, objective games becoming useless for sniper rifles, being vulnerable, moving, the amount of camping and whatnot. Believe me, I know that's right, but I haven't gotten to my additions to the game, and I'm going to hold off addressing these concerns until the next video, because there are some legitimate side effects of the changes that I've just mentioned, but I do have some improvements that I'm going to be making. I also know some of the bullshit complaints that are about to occur. Oh, you have no skill to quickscope, so you remove it. Oh, you suck so much to be able to snipe. Oh, you're trying to make this like Battlefield, and this is Call of Duty, motherfucker. Again, in the next video, I'm going to address all the ridiculous thoughts that people will have, because these are fairly easy to dismiss. But the fact is, I'm going to be making improvements that's going to show for all the gimping I just did, that I'm actually going to be making some improvements to sniping. Now, before concluding this video, people have to understand something. Sniping has and always will be a military specialty. Majority of militarized forces are frontline fighters with assault rifles. Specialists, such as snipers, are not frontline fighters. They play support roles in the field. The goal of all these changes isn't to nerf sniping down to oblivion. It's to eliminate all the bullshit that has absolutely nothing in common with sniper rifles. And in the next video, you're gonna see some of my additions are things that can only happen in a video game. I said it from day one in the very first video. Balancing out what's right in the game and fixing the problems has always been the goal of this series. And considering how polarizing sniping is, just looking at the comment section below of all the complaints and all the compliments of the ideas shows that something is off. No other gun in Call of Duty, whether it's an SMG, an assault rifle, a pistol, will get this kind of emotional response from the fans based on what someone has to say. That alone shows you something is seriously wrong with sniping. Anyways, that's it for this video. Part 2 of my sniping changes is coming up next in the BluePrint series. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you in the next video, which talks about all the good shit I'm going to be adding to sniping.